I 100% we were literally ahead of the time by a few years. We were like, oh, okay, cool, we're gonna jump on the whole this Marvel shit. I remember we were big on Marvel and people were just looking at me like, bruh, but like football. And we're just like, fuck you, Marvel. And then when people started getting on Marvel and shit like that, we were already in that anime shit, like heavy. Now that's when people start getting in shit like that. Like, my sister, for example, Michelle, she's been making fun of me like, yo, why are you watching anime? I try to force her to watch her at some point, try to put her on like staples like Hunter x Hunter and shit like that. Norogami, she wasn't having it. And then a couple of years passed, and then she comes up to me and she's like, yo, my nigga, have you watched Yu Yu Hashiko? I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't even watched Yu Yu Hashiko. And she's like all the way up to date on like a 300-year-old episode series. She's telling me that she's about to spoil things that happen in like Infinite Castle. And I'm just there like, damn. And this is like the last person on the planet I thought would like watch anime. So yeah, we're ahead of the times.
Honestly, like, I feel like the great shift happened in 2014. Like, before 2014, everybody's like, oh, nerdy shit is just nerdy shit. And then 2014 happens, and then everybody's like, technically speaking, we have our own subcultures, we have our own nerd fandoms. So, how about this? I don't make fun of you for your nerd shit. You don't make fun of me for my nerd shit.
Exactly. You know, it's just like everybody do their own thing. Like, life is too short for us to like bully. Like the high school trope doesn't even work anymore in this day and age. If you're bullying somebody, it's like cyberbullying or some shit. But like,
I'm not
it's
gonna
like,
lie, I don't think the high school thing was even real to begin with.
For real? But you say so?
Yeah. I feel like it was just like nerdy, isolated people and theater kids went on to Hollywood, and then they painted their experiences by talking about these certain cliques of individuals and the hierarchies that were involved, which doesn't really sound like an actual thing to most people.
And then because of like Western media's influence, it kind of created a picture in some people.
Think about it. Who were the jocks in our school?
They were no. I mean, like it was kind of like murphed in. Like they were like fused here and there. There were people who were like somewhat athletic, but they were not like full time. Everything that we are and everything that we do, we out here pushing muscle, go team type shit situation. You're right. We didn't really have jocks. What about you, like Terrence, or like what was your high school experience like? Was it anything like how America paints it?
What, my high school experience?
Yeah.
I think it was just average, to be honest.
Yeah, but like, what's average?
Yeah, you're just battling schoolwork. There's this one girl that you have a crush on. You make your move. But unfortunately, you were just before Corona, so you guys kind of dated a month through Corona. It didn't go too well. You guys broke up.
Oh.
And then it was...
How old are you, B? How old are you, B?
How old am I?
Yeah.
He's a youngin.
No, I'm 23. I'm 23. How old are you?
I'm ancient, man.
I wanted to see what his reaction was. I was just there like, damn, is he gonna say the number?
2008? 2010, B?
The thing is, he's used to his peers being 1990 or like 2000 on the dot. It's not 2001, 2005, 2000 and... So it's like blowing his mind.
I'm not gonna lie, like I got used to the 2001s. And then the 2002s is like, it's weird for me then.
I mean, that's Gen Alpha, right? Is it Gen Z? It's Gen Alpha.
No.
Because I can't...
No, technically Gen Z should be 1996 to 2003 or something.
Okay. So Gen Alpha is like 2010 basically and onwards essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like
the thing is, like I was saying, I tutor on the side. So I'm used to kids being like, I was born in 2015. And I'm like, the hell you mean 2015? That was yesterday. And then I do the math and I'm like, oh shit.
It wasn't yesterday,
like
dog. It wasn't yesterday. 2015, I was busy crying over TT, dog.
Tight shit, bro! That was some wild stuff, bro. That was some wild times, bro. And it blows my mind because, I mean, I always heard about adults talking about how aging really like fucks with your sense of time. Like we're used to measuring like our age based on like high school or primary school or like I don't know, even fucking varsity and stuff like that, right? But at some point, all that stops making sense. It stops becoming relevant. And when you start comparing yourself to other people who do the same, they will be like doing it versus high school or like primary school. But that time is like way past when your time was. It kind of gets you into your head and you get confused and you're like, what the hell? Like, what do you mean?
It's kind of like the thing of like when you're 10 years old and you think of a year, you're thinking of 10% of your life. When you're 20 years old and you're thinking of a year, you're thinking of 5% of your life.
And so on and so forth. So if you're like 50 and you're looking at a year,
and that's not even factoring your thing of like, at some point you gain consciousness. At around like 3, you start having memories from around 3.
Right.
And then you accumulate memories like when you're 6 years old, you've only had 3 years of memory.
Right.
10 years old, 7 years of memories. And you're a kid that can barely form fucking sentences. And then you get to like 15. Oh, you've been speaking in full sentences for like 5 years. That's a third of your fucking life. You've been making full sentences for a third of your fucking life.
Or if you're 15, wouldn't it be 2/3? Because it's 10 years old. You've been speaking since 5, and then 15 to 10. So 10
no. Probably.
Yeah,
I'm fucking up
two-thirds.
the math.
Yeah, no, but you're still on the point though. Like I get your concept, high key. So yeah, man. Growing up is scary as hell. And the thing is, I feel like we're kind of getting into the prime of our lives, biologically speaking, at least. Cause like, once you hit like late 40s and shit, like your bones start creaking and like, nah, I'm not ready for that shit.
My bones are creaking right now.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. That's the whole chat, bro. That's the whole thing. It's gonna get worse.
No, that's because like I don't move around, dude.
Bro, I stay moving around.
Nah, what's it called? You know how shitty my health was when I had an active metabolism? Yeah. It's worse now. Like back in the days, we used to have that walk from like what's it called? The walk from school to like the bus stop after Paragon.
Yeah.
And that's like a 2-mile walk.
Yeah.
Now I just lay in my bed all day.
Yeah, no, you really need to get off your ass for real. I'm gonna lie. What's this thing? Because I'm
up to 70 push-ups.
70 push-ups?
Yeah.
I'm actually. Oh, I thought you said 70 push-ups per morning. I was like about to congratulate you and all that shit.
No.
God, at least the numbers going up.
I told you like 2 months ago that I was up to like 43 push-ups.
Yeah.
Now I'm up to 70.
Hey man, the numbers climbing. I just appreciate that. But like I'm actually working a kind of like super active life, to be honest. I'm working all the time. I am at least walking like, let's see. I walk 4 times 4, about 16 kilometers every day I'm walking. And then any other time I'm doing like push-ups here and there. So I'm super active, but I still don't want to like pose myself in like an immortality veil and say, oh, hey, because I'm super active, I can't get fucking cancer or something. You know, it's just like it's less likely, but like it's not like guaranteed. You know what I mean?
I don't fear cancer like I should.
Bro, cancer is so real, bro. It's not like a ha situation, bro. And it's so crazy because like if you think about it like philosophically, right? Cancer is just parts of your body that realize that, hey, we can gain autonomy. It's like a rebellion in your system. It's like a bunch of people saying, you know what, we don't want to be slaves anymore. So you're having a fucking French revolution in your liver, and then all of a sudden you're like, your doctor's like, yeah, you have cancer, bro. Like, now what you gonna do about it? And the more successful the French revolution is in your body, the more likely you're gonna die. Which is so wild, because it's like, of all the times that people have cancer, why didn't like the cancer mutate to a point where it's like sustainable? Or unless that's how like mutation happens throughout evolution. Like sometimes those revolutions are sustainable and you're just a new species or some shit. I don't know. I think it's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Probably. I'm just thinking of like the niggas who have cancer and don't die from it, or don't show visible signs or decay of their bodies as the fucking mutation takes over. Those niggas are mad fighters walking around. They have cancer in their body, but their body's built for that shit. The rest of us, our bodies ain't built for this.
I get you. Gives me, I think about this actually a lot more often than I care to admit. Because then I find myself thinking about like maybe like Deadpool and stuff like that. How like his abilities like healing, but at the same time he's healing himself from his cancer, but at the same time his cancer is part of his ability. So it's like a kind of like equilibrium critical point thing. And for me, I feel like that's a wild ability for real.
My cancer is a little bit different from the I'm growing these extra things in my cells.
Okay.
My cancer is more of like there's popcorn in my lungs.
As in like completely foreign object, like not a part of the system.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's.
It's cool. Like sometimes I think about it. It's like that niggas who like smoke for like 50 years, no signs. The niggas who smoke for like 10 years, they got that shit and they're fucking dead to fucking rights. And it's like, what's the difference between the 10 and the 50?
I think, for me, and I'm no like scientist or doctor, but my understanding of it from A-level is that, and my own personal research, of course, is that the likelihood of you getting the cancer is what you're working with. You're not like, oh, hey, I took a cigarette yesterday, so for sure the cancer stick done gave me the cancer. No, that's not what I'm saying. I think it's like you can work at it for 50 years, and each time a cancer cell develops, if at all, your immune system kills like it.
Probability based
type shit. Exactly.
You know, it's like that thing of like condoms are like 99% safe.
Exactly.
Technically speaking, you could fuck 1,000 times and not get a child, but you could fuck 3 times and get a child.
Exactly. And like also, if
so are the gods with you, or they say fuck you?
Exactly. You know, and then there's also different kinds of cancers. Even if we're just talking about the same kind, even if we're just talking about lung cancers, there's different kinds of lung cancer. And so like it's like, that's why I see of it like a different species within yourself, because even how powerful, severe, adaptive or intensive that thing is depends on it. So like there's so many variables, you can't just, and that's why there's no cure for it, because every time they come up with a cure, it's just like one small domain in an entire universe.